Storm. It works like 3% of the time. All numbers entirely accurate. Another Monday. Some more Magic. It's like I never play this game. And it's Vintage Cube. Vintage Cube before it goes away in 13 hours? Oh, 8 days and 13 hours. I can read. I'm good. I'm good at this. Look, you don't need to be able to read if you just know what all the cards do. It's that simple. We got some sweet background jams that if you're watching the VOD, you don't get to hear, so ha ha ha. Assuming I'm still not completely an idiot, which, like, highly debatable. Cool. So I think we're just going to hop right into this first draft. Although, yeah, it's totally going to do that. I have too many monitors, and so it's all over the place. Obviously, we're taking a Mox. Fast mana is best mana. Coalition Relic, Upheaval. I wouldn't mind either of those on the wheel. Basalt Monolith, just go big rock mana. Fetch will never come back. Gristlebrand will never come back. Vortex might, which would be funny if I just switched to like mono red with a Mox Sapphire in it for fun. But it's power all day. All right. Ooh. That makes me want to just build a garbage deck. It's like Emry is really good with artifacts, but I really just want to play opposition. If you haven't played with this card, it's kind of really stupid if you get it going. Like, sure, Emry or Worn Powerstone are probably better for a more like thematic deck. We're going to take opposition. And then usually you're just looking for green dudes. Mana dorks and dudes that produce dudes. Or we play stacks. Oh. God, this is a tough one because we do have green dudes that make mana. Liliana's just kind of a strong card. Metalworker, if I actually wanted to pivot back into artifacts, although that would make my last pick feel real bad. Teferi is just really good. I don't know. I think I'll just take the generically really powerful Planeswalker. Do I know what I'm doing? No. There's Eugene. I mean, like, I'm definitely not playing Eureka. I could see playing Kaya or him, but I'm not black if I'm just trying to be disruptive. Trinket Mage gets Mox, but that's about it. A bunch of lands that are okay, but not really what we want. So I'll just take a big, like, game-ending type of threat. I don't know. What are we even doing? I'm actually kind of sad our picks weren't Mox Sapphire, Worn Powerstone, Metalworker, and then Ugin. Also, we're on the dance music channel. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I mean, we're just going to take a Signet. It's partially on color. Rest of these are cards. Oh. It is currently not liking my internet, but I'm almost tempted to take Gilded Lotus. But like those artifact cards, there's no way they wheel, right? But like, I don't know, the rest of these aren't that good. I'm gonna take it. Am I a Wildfire deck? Maybe. I'm gonna take it. I don't know what we're doing. Clearly. We could be like a Tinker deck. Yeah, I didn't hear you play anything, so haha. Upheaval came back. All right, we're just Upheaval, the deck. I really would like that Basalt Monolith, but come on. Upheaval. Now we just need rocks. In theory, Emery works with rocks. We'll take the elves. Yeah. I don't need win conditions. That's not the point. I guess I'll take a Fumarole. Sure. Who knows what colors I'm actually playing? I want to take Thousand Year Storm so badly. So badly. I don't see a second Mox. This is bullshit. I think I might actually just take Time Warp. I don't know. I'm doing blue kind of ramp stuff, so it's usually pretty good to take an extra turn while you're doing that. Like, there's no rocks here for anything. Like, I could take a Caryatid, I guess, depending on what we end up being. Like, if we're more creature-based ramp, but I don't know. I'm going to take more 5-drops. Okay, I don't think I can turn down Tinker, even if we don't have a great Tinker target right now. Like, it's still just Tinker. Why do normal things when you could instead do broken things? All right, so now we gotta be like definitely in on. Is this Mox good enough? I think so. I'm not really a huge fan of Boros Signet. I mean, like I am. I would jam it in this deck. Volk wouldn't be bad, nor Windswept Heath, but this taps for every color, so... It's weird because I think black is one of the few colors I'm not considering playing right now. So I think I'm just on Counterspell. Like, I could tinker out Citadel, but putting a triple black card in my deck doesn't feel great. Yes. I could play Raphaelos. Have a double blue and a double green card on 2. That makes sense, right? I don't know. Looter? Ancestral? What am I even doing? None of these tap for mana except for Raphaelos. And I only have one other green card at the moment. Horribly off-color Signet. Perfect. I think we're just playing Muldrifter for some card draw. No. No, 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 no. I don't know if I need to be in white. I would rather have that, I suppose. This gives me a Tinker target. I don't have, like, any instants. All right, this is fine. Everything's fine. Okay. You're not. Okay. So I think I'm just taking the Volk. Am I taking the Volk? Do I need red mana? I don't know. I don't know. It's just cards. I could really use, like, Ancestral, and then someone passes me Time Walk for some dumb reason, because this is not feeling great. Like, right now, I think we're cutting green. Maybe just playing, like, every other color. None of these are artifacts either. Because if I have Sphinx, I don't know, Sky Diviner to try to steal their stuff. Dig to find my upheaval. I don't have a ton of stuff that goes to the graveyard, at least not intentionally. We can support a colorless land in our, like, 4-color deck. Oh, we're taking Urza. I wanted that brainstorm in the Signet, but heck, I wouldn't mind Ulamog. Well, we get a Jug, so that's something. Strix is not really on color. Isn't really off color. I guess I could take Crucible if I'm going to be wildfiring. Sure. He's not a great Tinker target, but he's something as opposed to my current, like, nothing. All right. I'm willing to give it a go. Kind of wish that Golos would come back. He won't, but you know. Hmm. I'm just gonna take Twin away from someone else. Oh, sure, I'll take a top. I guess I could play Twin. Hmm. I think we actually switch into just like Esper. Oh, yeah. My hair has gotten so long that it's everywhere. It's everywhere now. And the pile of junk is a delicious pile of junk. It lives back there and keeps me company. All right, so now all of the lands that I picked are not worth anything. Perfect. Honestly, I could probably cut a land for something else if I thought something was particularly good, but Well, the deck's kind of all over the place. So... we'll see what happens. Most likely, bad things. Wait, sorry. Academy and library. There we go. Now we're good. We just gotta win like a round, 2 preferably, but like it's like 4 games. You can win 4 games with a pile of cards, right? Right? Yeah. We just have to believe in the heart of the cards and something else that's not a dated reference to a terrible anime. If our opponent doesn't show up in like 5 minutes, we get a free win, right? That's how that works. Hey. And we won the die roll. Keep. So if we draw a land, we could just tinker this diamond into something good, maybe. Ooh, blue mana. I like that less. At least I didn't draw those. I mean, I wouldn't have minded the planes, but like we've got higher impact cards. And now we don't have a tinker. And now we don't have an Urza. No, see, it's cool because like he still has 5 cards in hand, and we've got 2. All right, because we went into white, I meant to put Wrath of God in my deck, and I don't think I did. Which now feels very awkward. Duretti. Fun card. You doing artifact stuff or reanimator stuff? Reanimator stuff. Interesting. I will block Valky all day. There we go. A nice mana source that requires mana to cast, so I can't even time warp this turn. Yeah! Now he can get more chances to try to entomb cool stuff. Discard. What are we going to see? Like Gristlebrand? Oh, just some lands. That's less fun. Come on, do something cool. Because I'm not. Boring. That's much more cool. Taking my whole deck. I would like me. I get an extra turn? Yeah! The world's worst. Draw one card. We're just going to get ourselves absolutely goozled. I'm sure I'm going to draw this. He'll Thief of Sanity. And then, like... Just take the Mox. Just don't have a counter spell. Woo! He did not take the Mox. He took... Oh, I should have written this down because, like, I know what card this is, but Tidehollow Sculler. I'm an idiot. He's just going to play my own Tidehollow Sculler and take my Upheaval. I know how things work. I don't know how things work. Unfortunately, I can't Ashen Rider unless I draw a white or a black source. Ooh, Damnation. Should have cast that, my dude. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. But as I said, I can get black, black, white. I can't actually get the Those are all fun cards. What does Duretti's emblem do? Oh, makes all his artifacts come back forever. Cool. I really like how I have just 3 cards pinned under his creatures. Sorry, 2 cards pinned under his creatures, and 1 of my cards pinned under one of my creatures. The big brain plays. Oh, ninjutsuing. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, there's that Wrath of God I forgot to put in the deck. Come on. Come on. All right, time to get hand attacked out of the game again. Good upkeep stop. All right, we actually got like cards down in a somewhat reasonable amount of pressure. Damnation. I hate everything. Like we can't beat Dak Faden. Yes. Totally normal things. Citadel? Yeah. That's a shinobi. If only I had like lightning bolt. Oh yes, but what if we had just drawn nothing? There was nothing in our deck that even came close to ever doing anything against that man. Just every card in his deck was better than every single card in our deck. Yes. Yeah, I mean, it's like we had draws that probably could have beat him, but just like we were constantly doing just like here's some okay stuff, and then he would hit us with Well, like Dak, steal my land, basically, and a whole bunch of things like that. And like you can see, we're not getting any good opening hands. Like, where's my Mox? Like, can I go turn one, just actually playing things? No? Cool tool. We're desperately trying to, I don't even know what. Slowly build towards an upheaval. That's no good because we don't have any of our rocks in hand. When our opponent is just going to hit us with Splinter Twin next turn. Ooh, they didn't. Surprise! Maybe they're trying to hit their own upheaval. I forgot Eugene was even in our deck. Also, I have to assume our opponent is just on Storm. Because they appear to be F6'd through our turn. But they're just building so much mana. Now Splinter Twin? Oh, okay. Just wear tear. Casual wear tear. It means they're automatically passing. It means they don't have anything to do. I'm gonna try to cast things. I don't know if it'll work or not, but I'm gonna try. Okay, he cycles Miscalc, so you have another counterspell? Interesting. What? Why don't you just counter Urza? Are you gonna win the game this turn? Control magic? What is happening? Chandra, sure. Kill my guy. Still mostly fine. Bolt my other guy. Lightning strike my other guy. He really wants to keep that Chandra. Okay, so we time warp. And then... God, do we just Emery? I think so. How much mana do we have? Do we have enough for this guy? We do. Cool. I guess get in for one. You'll be useful in a moment. Also, we have Eugene now. Yeah, that's Teferi. Doesn't bounce planeswalkers. Okay. Still have an Ugin. Yeah, do you like just the Ugin and Teferi, and it's all just a really fun time? Also amusing, I can't ultimate Ugin here without the threat of dying, because I only have 9 cards left in my deck. All right, so do we keep Wrath of God? He didn't play a single creature. Honestly, he had stuff to take. We'll put the Skydiver back in. Not that I think it's going to be any good. So this hand is perfect. I should have mulliganed. I don't care. I finally get to play my Mox. It's not even the Mox that lets me cast this guy. But I get to hold up double blue like I have Counterspell. It's spooky. Life is pain. Not only did we keep a bad hand, we then just immediately get punished for it. I assume he has Dak in his deck as well, just to steal all our artifacts. Because that feels right. I vote for Carnage. Do it, you coward. Frost Titan? Oh, his own Urza. Seems good. My out is like draw upheaval. It's not even an out. You have like Force Spike. Oh, there's the miscalc. Off of the Urza. I mean, why wouldn't he have the perfect hand? All our other opponents had it. Woof. Okay, he is on twin. I don't know why he does that there. Like, he doesn't have mana. Also, he should be attacking with the 5/5. Because it's a 5/5. Yeah, like you can play the Pestermite, but it doesn't actually. Oh, do you have another counterspell? Like he has to. No, just okay. Also, he had Wear Tear as well. Got there. Whatever. We're going to go 0-3. Just really quickly. And then we'll get to draft again. Sure. Whatever. That's a new one. I mean, a mannequin feels about right for our O-line. Yeah, the fun part is all of his red, like, bolts and artifact removal can't touch this Sphinx. Which is why I went and got it. Yeah, that guy can block. Goblin Dark Dwellers. So you can bolt my other flying guy. And that won't matter. Unless he's got... yeah. Tinker does busted things! Thank you, Tinker, for saving our hide. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, all part of the plan. Which means if we can somehow stumble our way into a win in this last round, we get our points back despite everything about this whole deck functioning approximately 1% of the time. But they always say it's better to be lucky than to be good. And we're neither. So we just need our opponent to be unlucky. And we'll get there anyway. You know what's great about these random ass, yeah, great plan. Plan couldn't get any better. Draft good deck? No. Draft a pile of cards and hope your opponent's is worse? Yes. All right. Dialing it up. Round 3. We lost the die roll 5-6. We've got Tinker, but no low-cost artifact. We keep. They've got green mana. Ugh. There's our low-cost artifact. Yeah, we'll cast it so that he can destroy it. His own... What? This man's cheating. All right, dude, it's whatever you've got versus a big Sphinx. Yep. Any order. Whatever, man. Yeah, brought red and green. I can't do anything, but neither can he, and mine has flying and vigilance. Choo-choo! Yeah, bro, whatever you say. Beast Within, that's cool. Can't target my guy. Yeah! He can't beat the Sphinx. Tinker, sometimes it does dumb shit. God. I just never play Fair Magic. If you play Fair Magic, you end up like that guy. Look at it. He cast like a turn... Was that turn 2? 5-drop? Because of his double mocks? Didn't matter. What are you even doing, my guy? Yeah, we'll keep this. Library draws us cards. We've got top to potentially fix. He has more mana than God. I like that we're just going to play Library and pass the turn. Like, I hope he doesn't cast an Ooze next turn, because... Green Sun for 3. I don't know. This could be anything. Corsair. Yeah. Oh, that's potentially very bad. Like bad in a way that it is hard to describe. Because that could be Progenitus, or even just like Woodfall Primus or a Terastodon. Amusingly, it could also be Craterhoof and we're just dead. Ah, Progenitus. What a scrub. I would like to draw a card. Yes. Concede game. Hopefully he doesn't have a pair of Moxes again. Right? Like, actually, I'm going to take the looter out for the Skydiver since he has quite literally a pair of Moxes. I mean, technically so do we, but wow, this sucks. Wow, this isn't very good either. Well, we lose. Yep. I mean, like, that was not a great mulligan, but we mulligan poorly, and then he natural ordered, and we didn't draw a single land. So that was a thing that happened. And by that, I mean that wasn't even close to even being a real game of Magic, but, like, that happens. All right. Look, he still has won the match, and I can't select cards because of it. What did we learn from that? Nothing. We're going to take Cryptic Command. Like, there's a bunch of cards here, but Cryptic's the most fun to cast, and that's what matters. Show and Tell, which is, almost always a dangerous proposition. When you're playing, if you're in the, single elimination queue, it's better, but I could just take a fetch. I could take Upheaval. I could take Choops. Swords. Pack Rat. I don't know. I think I just take a Delta. Like, Reoccurring Nightmare is the strongest card here. I've done... Actually, I think my best run was when I was playing Reanimator, so... I don't know. Maybe. I could just take Lion's Eye Diamond and try to force Storm, but... Dark Ritual. It's right there. I could have been forcing Storm. Woodfall Primus is pretty good to reanimate. He's also really good with Reoccurring Nightmare, because you can flicker him and do gross stuff like that. I don't know. Reanimator's green-black. Is it worth trying to play Casualties? Has anyone tried that? Or did I just take Terastodon? I think I just take Terastodon. Just more big green 8-drops. Sure. Slingang is good with Reoccurring Nightmare. Wormcoil is actually pretty good, too. We'll see if we can wheel the Slingang. Okay, we really need some actual like reanimation cards other than Nightmare, but as well as ways to get things into our graveyard. I think I'm willing to take a Shallow Grave. It's a bad reanimate, but yes, Damnation all day. Pack Rat is technically a discard outlet and a win condition. I can't think of really any way to reanimate with Lion's Eye Diamond. I guess, what's the... What am I blanking? The one that has flashback for white. Unburial Rites? See, Casualties came back anyway. Because right now we're sitting on a pair of 2-drops, 3 4s, 2 6s, and 3 8s. So highest priority are reanimates and discard outlets. Stuff that's cheap. Or Black Lotus. Black Lotus is yes. The priority is Black Lotus. Well, we've got some a nice piece of really good power there. This sucks. I guess Putrid Imp is a discard outlet and a creature for Reoccurring Nightmare. So that is technically what I was looking for. I could just Thoughtseize myself. I'm going to take it. I think the rare Thoughtseize myself plan is not very likely, but it's also solid disruption. Yeah, we want reanimate, animate dead. I'll take a makeshift mannequin. Leovold wouldn't be bad, but as I said, we are trying to prioritize this. I guess makeshift mannequin does bring it back as a weird thing. I think it's Wall of Blossoms. It's that or the Wooded Foothills, but I'm going to take the Wall of Blossoms. It can block early, it cantrips, it sacks to the Reoccurring Nightmare. But what was I saying? Like Liliana of the Veil, Entomb, Reanimate, and Animate Dead. That's like the 4 cards I really want to see. And then, I don't know, we can just fill out whatever around it. I like how our first pick, just not even in the deck. Not even close at this point. Yeah, I'll take Pulse. It's just like, destroy a thing. Elves, yeah. Freebooter's not bad, as we saw in our first game last time, but we're going to take some elves. I think we're still just on some elves. Like, Yawgmoth isn't very good, and Dismember's, I think it's good, but Thragtusk's certainly a card. Or do I just go Night's Whisper? I think I just go Night's Whisper, because we're trying to do unfair things. Thragtusk's too fair. And we have, like, other fair options. Well, DT is just any card in our deck. Natural Order is tempting, because as I said, even like Natural Order for a Terastodon can often just win you the game. But DT. Oh yeah. We remembered that the only time we've ever succeeded is when we got the Gristlefather into play, so that's the plan. I just don't really like Corpse Dance. I'm already running Corpse Dance. And I'd rather not be running 2 copies of Corpse Dance. Like, Null Priest is cool, but... Oh, so Corpse Dance and Shallow Grave both reanimate a creature from your graveyard. give it haste, and then exile it at the end of turn. And so that's kind of the problem. Brutality is also a discard outlet. Is that, like, sure, you get in one hit with your big guy, but then they're gone forever. Well, we got an Animate Dead, so that's good. Ophiomancer is literally amazing with Reoccurring Nightmare. He's also great at holding off the ground. Other cards aren't bad, but Entomb, yes please. Languish? Sure. I'm actually kind of wondering if Languish is better than Damnation in my deck. Because it doesn't kill any of our fatties, but can potentially sweep away their small board. Okay, I think this deck is pretty good. Natural Order came back. That might actually just be going in the deck. Because we have 3 1-drop elves and a Wall of Blossoms. It's tough. I don't know. I might cut the Avacian's Pilgrim. I can have a Corpse Dance if I want it, because no one is fighting us for this deck. All right, so now we just have to figure out what actually we're playing. Sure, I get a Bone Shredder as well. Because we've got $32 cards here. I'm usually not a huge proponent of Living Death. Seraph is just a really solid mid-range card. As I said, I'm not really in on 2 Corpse Dance abilities, and I have Shallow Grave. So for our reanimation, we have Shallow Grave, Animate Dead, and Reoccurring Nightmare, and Makeshift Mannequin. Oh, we have more than I thought. Also, Makeshift Mannequin, better than I thought. I definitely thought it made a token of the creature, and it doesn't. So Makeshift Mannequin is actually just, like, super good with, like, Woodfall Primus. We can easily cut the Null Priest. I think we'll cut Languish to start with. And Casualties? Oh, this feels weird. All right. Well, This is an interesting pile of cards. It's very focused on the whole reanimation thing. Also, we can like turn one Gristlebrand people in theory, because Black Lotus exists. Yeah, this deck is very coherent, and in fact, I'm not playing cards that I would often be playing, because we just have a lot of like duplicates of effects and good stuff, which is where you want to be. Like, so hopefully we can do at least 2-1 or better with this pile of cards. I'll be real sad if this one also just like flames out. Woof. See, I usually am on like dance and indie because I just want like background music. Because if I switch over to the metal channel, it's just like it's far too distracting. Ah, yes. Finding League Opponent, my favorite game. We've got like early interaction in Thoughtseize. We've got a Pack Rat. To discard this like Woodfall, we can Shallow Grave it back, although that's obviously awkward. Unless we find a discard out or sacrifice outlet, but I think it's just Pack Rat. Rat, rat, rat. Hopefully we draw a land next turn. What you got for me? A lot of ramp. So I could Shallow Grave out this Woodfall Primus, but it's not great. One, two, three. That would leave me 2 mana. All right, so he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana next turn. Skirk Tribelder. Pilgrim. So his hand is whatever he drew for the turn and a Woodfall Primus. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which he's very close to casting. If we draw a land, then we have a absolutely wonderfully ridiculous play. Otherwise, we're still potentially just shallow graving out this Woodfall. I don't know. It's awkward. I mean, we might just Bone Shredder. It takes him off mana. Ah. He is going hard on this ramp. So Woodfall is literally his... That's good. Whole thing. Okay, so he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana next turn. We're going to escalate. Since we know his hand, we don't need to get into it. We will kill his thing. We will discard our Woodfall Primus. Now, if you read Shallow Grave, you exile it at the beginning of the next end step. But that's only if it's still in play. We are going to Bone Shredder our own Woodfall Primus, is what I'm saying. We played the land destruction game. One, two, three, four, five. Yep, he loses. So yeah, that's what we do. Also, 100% Damnation is really good in this matchup. And maybe Languish? Probably Languish. All right, we're going to pull out the Sling Gang. And... God, I love all of our cards. I guess I should pull out one of our Ramp Dorks. We'll take the Elves out. Yeah, all right. Brutality, Makeshift, and Woodfall Primus is a strong setup. Bit awkward that we don't have an untapped green for our Llanowar Elves, but maybe we'll draw it. And Brutality is instant or sorcery, not non-creature, non-land. Lame. So the trick there was that Woodfall Primus has persist, so when it dies, it comes back with a -1/-1 counter, which lets it blow up another land. And because it went to the graveyard and came back, it counts as a different permanent, so you don't have to exile it. Rules and stuff. And Dork on 1. Like, that's his deck, right? Oh. Wasn't expecting that. But also no Dork. That feels kind of odd. Well, isn't this just awkward? Great, I'll blow up your forest. You did it, dude. No one gets to have anything. No permanence! Although technically we're in a better situation, because if he attacks with the Terastodon, we can double, and because the Woodfall Primists persist, we get it back. Okay. Again, this turns our 6/6 into a 5/5. Oh, that is not a May ability. So yes, we will. Now we're in an awkward world where we actually don't beat them on clock, because, like, they've got 6 power, we've got 5. And they've just decided that they don't care to play anymore. That's fine. They show and tell. They're the one who show and telled. They did this. That's why show and tell and Eureka are traps. You are giving your opponent a free card. And sure, maybe your card is better, but sometimes it's not. Yeah, this hand's fine. We have Entomb, we have Demonic Tutor, we have a Makeshift Mannequin. There's a weird, like, I'm not going to Entomb just yet. Probably. I don't know. It's weird. Because I can't... There's nothing I can Demonic Tutor for to reanimate next turn. Right? Because Demonic Tutor is going to take my turn. I don't know. What do you got? Great. He's got a lot of mana. Uh... Like, I kind of want to just grab the Gristlefather, or what? Sorry, I need to think about what I'm, because I have Entomb, so what's my best reanimate? It's weird when you have all of the options at your hand. Like, because next turn, I can just makeshift mannequin no matter what. So it's like, what do I do after that? And so if I'm going to makeshift mannequin, I'm probably Woodfall Primusing. I don't even know. It's decision paralysis when you're just like, I can cast my whole deck. So it's either the Woodfall or the Wurmcoil. I think we want Woodfall. I mean, I don't care if they destroy it. I guess I could have tried to surprise blocker them, but meh. I don't know. I'm weirdly like, I definitely DT'd wrong there. Partly because like I just need more things in my graveyard for the Nightmare. What I should have gotten is like the Bone Shredder, because Bone Shredder, Woodfall Primus, reoccurring Nightmare shenanigans are hilarious. Green Sun for 4. I can't even think of anything that's particularly good here. Like Thrun or Questing Beast isn't bad. Oracle of Moldiah is good. I mean, I might as well get in for 6. Yeah, so like what I need to do is draw like another fatty or something. So I could have honestly held that Demonic Tutor, which is what I should have done. But yeah, we're still in a not terrible position. Though that is some serious value. So he can just rip through all the lands in his deck. Once again, gonna bring in... last time we didn't face any mono green decks, and now it's like, you get a face mono green. Problem with Reoccurring Nightmare is you have to have a target, and I don't. I know the only card in your hand is Black Lotus. That's a lot of mana. And like nothing to do with it. Yep, okay. Once again, Languish, Damnation, pull that out. And probably one of ours, because we're bringing in more Wraths. What do we got? Well, I think it's fine. We've got a Pack Rat. We've got an Animate Dead. We've got 2 Fatties. We just need another land. It's going to be kind of slow because it's Pack Rat next turn, then discard, then reanimate. So hopefully we don't get hit with something too big. Because, well, he can certainly ramp. DT doesn't speed up our play at all, right? Because if I DT for Black Lotus, I'll have 4, which isn't enough to both discard and animate. Ooh, survival. That's bad. And yet both of the cards I kind of want to reanimate are in hand. Because I really want to destroy that survival. I still think it's worth it to grab, like, Gristlebrand. Right. Bone Shredder doesn't really do too much. Yeah, we'll just... Because we're going to do this. Great. Go to cleanup. It's discard. Okay. What? It didn't let me order those cards. Which is actually kind of important, but it's fine. All right, so he pitched a Llanowar Elf. What's he going to go grab? Oh, he's going to grab Rexage and destroy my Animate Dead. Yeah. I think I'm just on Damnation next turn. I don't know. I got lots of options, but I think clearing his board is pretty good. All right, dude, you get like... Garruk, good card. All right, so Putrid Imp, Reoccurring Nightmare, bring back Woodfall Primus, sacrifice Putrid Imp. Okay, he's had enough. He knows where this is going. And it's blowing up all of his permanents over the course of the next 2 turns. Who needs permanents? Yeah, this deck is good. Like has so many redundant pieces that, well, you can see I basically always get to reanimate kinda a bunch of stuff. Great. That's perfect. What I'm mostly afraid of is another fast combo deck. Like if my opponent is on Twin. Okay, I can discard the Terastodon. I can get into their hand. It's not perfect by any means. They've mulliganed once. They've mulliganed to 4. All right, like, this is a very control-y hand for us, but they started with a red-white land, which is kind of interesting. We gonna get killed by man lands? Let's find out. Swords and Fractured Identity. I mean, I'm just going to be hitting both of these eventually. As I continue to hurt myself. Wow, I really should have left green open. Whoops. Dak. Good card. He discards Lightning Helix and Vorinclex. So Swords is the only card in his hand still. So this is going to be interesting because, like, Terastodon is probably the worst to makeshift mannequin, but yeah, no blocks. I think I just do it here because I don't want him to DAC. As weird as that is. So what, we can just, like, pulse the elephants? Although he has this, we'll probably be fine, right? Pulse all elephants. Which is, I probably should have just destroyed his lands. If I thought about it before doing it. But I'm not here for that kind of life. Yeah. Hey, Crossus. That's a good card. Kinda. Don't think. Only Terastodon. Barring him having something really good, I think we've basically already won. With the Slingang and the reoccurring Nightmare, even if he can block Terastodon next turn. Because this lets me sacrifice a goblin, they lose a life, I gain a life. And it can sacrifice itself, which then reoccurring Nightmare, you sacrifice something else, bring it back, blah, blah, blah. Sure. He's literally doing that just to draw a card. Yeah. Attack for a bunch. Play this guy. Play reoccurring Nightmare. Do I have it? Sorry. Sacrifice a goblin. Sacrifice. Yeah. We're just mostly going to keep it as is, I think. I don't know. What was he playing? Stuff? I'm not afraid of stuff. I've also got stuff. How's it going, Jimmy? You're just in time to watch us hopefully close out this absolutely delicious Vintage Cube draft before we start another one. After the first one, which was an absolutely whatever the opposite of delicious is. Is there a 5-color deck? Sure. Like, not intentionally, but yes. I've got an elf. I've got a reanimate. I've got a Woodfall Primus. I just got to find into the way to make it all go together. There's like, what's the, what is it? The new Niv Mizzet Reborn? Something like that. Who's 5 colors, but I mean, because it's, Vintage Cube, okay? I literally just have to figure out how to get this moron into my graveyard. Hey, that's cheating. Woof. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think I have time to wait 2 turns, although maybe that was the play, because now I'm just, like, dead. Okay, we got there. Of course, we were always going to get there. 3 modes, target opponent, target creature, target opponent, discard both our fatties. We'll pitch that, and then we will animate dead Woodfall Primus. Ooh, Jug. Good card. We're actually going to do some sick plays. So his hand is Ugin and Knight of the Reliquary. Anyway, we're going to attack with this Woodfall Primus. And then we're going to Makeshift Mannequin. I should leave up black mana. My Terastodon. And we are going to blow up his Thran Dynamo, my Animate Dead, And his Needle Spire. This will cause me to sacrifice the Woodfall Primus, which will cause me to reanimate the Woodfall Primus, which will blow up his Razorverge Thicket. I thought you wanted mana. Yeah. Yeah. Vroom! Like, he still could draw his way out of it, and we're just drawing lands. So... That's a good card. But he's never casting that Ugin. Or whatever else is in his hand. And we're like a land away from casting. Oh, he can get the Knight out. Good for him. I guess I'm actually at 19. I didn't even think I was at that high of a life total. Obviously, now it's no good with the Knight out. Because he just gets eaten. But this Knight can really fix his mana. Parallax Wave. That's actually really bad for us. We're going to Entomb Gristlebrand. Gristlebrand or Wormcoil Engine? Gristlebrand. And we're not blocking because... reasons. Problem with Nightmare. Problem with all of my stuff. Is that, like, we're just gonna lose to this Parallax, because he can just attack us to death next turn. Like, he removes the Wormcoil at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess I block the Knight and go to 1. Yeah, we just spent too much time drawing nothing. And he drew his third land, got the Knight out. Unfortunate. Although it looks like we might have been able to pull a sneaky on him. Since he appeared to have almost F6'd through our turn. Grabbing the Nightmare and just... because, like, he can respond with the Parallax Wave to our reoccurring Nightmare is the problem. It hits enchantments. All right, well, if he has a burn spell, we lose. Okay, that sucks. We still haven't lost, because this should give us our stuff back. Our Bone Shredder can technically block this shark. Nope, he just had the Helix. Wow, we lost that. Ugh. Ugly. Yeah, I'll keep. We got an Imp, a Sylvan Library, and a Reoccurring Nightmare. We just have to find something big to reanimate. Honestly, I'm mostly willing to risk it just because I think our getting a big thing out might just end the game. Yeah. Again, I'm not really concerned about losing a pack rat. The more he's doing things like that, the more he's not affecting the board. Gonna hit my library. Yeah. So this is like, we have 6 mana, we've got to reanimate, we've got a discard outlet, and we just don't have anything going on. Coercive Portal. Yeah, that sucks. Because another thing that we currently can't interact with. Ugh. This is how this ends, right? Just absolutely terrible draws. Yep, we lost. It's now just waiting for him to beat us. Oh man, do you imagine how good that would have been if I had gotten Terastodon, you know, back when I could discard cards? Of course, I draw the Brutality there. Oh, cool. I don't even get to do fun things. Yeah, we just, we got absolutely brutalized by our draw there. Twice in a row. Like, ugh. I hate it. Our deck was better than his. Our deck is really good. Should have gone 3-0. Went 2-1. At least we get our points back, but that's unfortunate. All right. We are about to draft again. I am going to take a quick break, but then, yeah, we're going to just be right back into drafting in just a moment. All right. Whoop. And we're right back into it. 6 out of 8 players in the queue. Quick! If you've got a MTGO account and you want to cube and try to be in my same queue, you got to move fast. Oh, it's up. Well, we're just going to take Time Twister. Like, realistically, I could just force Storm. It's true. I have said that. Take the Cabal Ritual, wheel the Thousand Year. Oh, yeah. No, Storm, there is absolutely no in between. You either get to just pop off and annihilate people, or you win like 2 games, and the rest of the time you're just sitting there looking sad. And we're going to sit here, and I'm going to look sad, by God. I feel it in my bones. I should take this Izzet Signet, but it's Time Spiral. Yeah, boy. It's time for bad ideas. I should probably take Badlands, right? But Brainstorm. But Badlands. But Brainstorm. All right, if we're going to play a bad deck, we have to have mana fixing. I have lost to not having the right colors. I like how so far I've been watching the packs. We're not going to wheel anything good. So we are praying that packs 2 and 3 bring it all home. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. I believe. Also, it's going to be really bad if we don't wheel that 1,000-Year Storm. Now, I don't usually like 1,000-Year Storm as a win condition because it's 6 mana, but, like, that would be a very bad indicator. What are we on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2 more picks, and then, because that was in our first pack, right? This Signet is not completely off color. Like, Chart, of course, isn't bad, but it's one of the worst card draw cards. I should just be playing mono red. Instead, I don't think I'm going to have enough artifacts for this to be good, but I guess Light Up the Stage could be played. So 1,000-Year Storm didn't wheel. We are now drafting Storm against someone else. Yeah. Not just bad sign, horrible sign. Because 1,000-Year Storm is a very bad card. Even in Storm decks, you try not to play it. But I should just switch to mono red, but I came here to lose 100 play points, so that's what we're going to do. Yes. These are cards. All right, so now we have to just, like, I don't even know, snap up things that, great, Mox is really good. Oko is also really good. Narset wouldn't be bad if she wheeled. She won't. Jace would be great if he wheeled. He won't. And then we won't play any of these other cards. Time for maximum sadness. I'm going to take Preordain. High Tide's good. Won't wheel because somebody is playing our deck. Past in Flames, good, but won't wheel. Yeah. Well, none of these other cards fit, so I guess we'll take wheel. Actual wheel. This is awkward to say wheel a bunch when wheel is also a card. Yes. I can't wait till we have this whole Storm deck with no win condition. At least the other guy's Storm deck is also going to be very bad. So, you know, we have that going for us. We might not get to succeed, but at least someone else suffers. And sometimes, isn't that enough? I hate that we're like 3 picks in and they're just. I mean, we're taking a Dark Petition. It's not bad, but. Ugh. What are we going to wheel out of this pack? It doesn't matter because we're not playing it. What are we playing out of this pack? Nothing. Spell Pierce? Like, that's the thing. Okay, so Mystical Tutor, Desperate Ritual, Pyretic Ritual, Cabal Ritual. We actually have a not. Yeah, told you all the cards we wanted not gonna come back. Exhume, no. None of these cards. That like we have Spiral and Twister and Wheel of Fortune, Dark Petition. We've got Fast Mana. We've got Brawl as a discounter, Mystic Tutor, Preordain. And we just we don't do anything with it. Oh god, I wish Villainous Wealth was still in the cube. Is it High Tide or Past in Flames? I don't know. I've got Spiral, Twister, Wheel of Fortune. I think we need more mana. Potentially. Yeah, Trinket Mage. That's a card. We basically have to open whatever the 4 mana, deal 2, or they lose 2, you gain 2 tendrils of one of them. It's going to be glorious. Just like, look at our storm count. It's going to be like storm count 20, and I'm just going to be sitting there with like 20 mana and just going, yes. Yes. These are cards. Right? Like, Villainous Wealth was such a fun card. I'm so annoyed they took it out. I'm torn between taking the Bloodstained Mire and just taking Time Warp. Because I might just need to, like, have a setup turn. I don't know what I'm setting up for, but I might need one. There's this weird, like, am I switching just to, like, Jace or Young Peasy as a win condition? Which feels very bad. I don't know. I'm just here. Sure. Empty the Warrens. Yeah. We got there. We could be playing Sneak Attack. Instead, we're doing this. You do need a few win conditions. When you're playing cards that don't do anything. The thing is, like, if most of your cards are just like cards, you know what? We're gonna Kark. Because if we just don't win, if we win every flip, then great. We win the game. That's how Kark that's how it works. It doubles our spells. That's how that works. Krark is all upside. Welcome, welcome one and all to the world's worst storm deck. Like, I would say Bolas' Citadel's fun, but again, what are we even hitting off of it? Should I be playing just Tibalt is our new win condition? Great. Tibalt's our new win condition. Well, this happened. And now we're going to try to lose 6 games as fast as possible. Sure. Yeah, it's going to go real well. All right. we're here to storm into Empty the Warrens and hopefully time warp in the same turn so that we can actually kill them with our Empty the Warrens. Oh, I don't actually know how to set it up. I've seen other people doing it, and I want to set it up for our channel, but I don't actually know how to set it up because I'm bad at Twitch and Twitch stuff. Don't make fun of me. There is a chance that we get to do absolutely goofy things and just crush one person once. And maybe we'll pull off a second win at some point. But that's about it. I like cuz there isn't really a fair way for this deck to win, which is kind of the thing with a lot of decks is with like tempo decks, you know, you're just playing like blue-red flyers and counter spells, and Splinter Twin can win you the game like that, but you can also just win with like Vendilion Click and Brazen Borrower. We're turning down for a whole lot of losing. A whole lot of queue time, really. See, you just have to make fun of the queue and they let you into a match. That's how it works. It's just science. Don't you dare not show up, opponent. Don't you dare. All right, we got there. We won the die roll. Clearly, we're on our the way to victory. Woo! Yeah, this is fine. Chalice. He dazed me. That was super rude. Also means I'm probably just going to Mystical Tutor for Twister. And then just snap off a Twister, because I quite literally have nothing going. What you doing, my dude? Other than, like, everything I want to be doing. That's my Manamorphose. Yeah, let's just draw 7 new cards. Are you going to Force of Will this? Nah, of course you aren't. I really hope he's also playing really bad Storm, because it kind of feels like it. Trinket Mage. Let's go grab our Mox. Cast our Mox. We're actually on Valky next turn. Or Tibbers, sorry. Let me explain. We're not casting Valky. We're casting old Tibbers here. Time to die to Dark Confidant. We don't have what it's if there are 2 or more instants. Okay, so I'd have 1, 2, 3, 4. So 8, 9, 10, 11. Dark Petition down to 11 minus 5 up to A number. Okay. 11 minus 5 is 6 plus 3 is up to 9. So we can't Tybalt and take an extra turn. A shame. Oh, no. Force of will? Force of will. Cool, 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 cool. Never mind. We don't get to do cool things. Omnath. Oh, I love it. I hate it, but I love it. Yeah, take 2, my dude. Now take 6. Yeah, just faithless. I don't know. Let's just do something silly. Great. Perfect. What are we doing? No one knows. These don't help. I'm gonna take an extra turn. Then I'm gonna twist her again. Then I'm gonna take an extra turn. All the turns are mine. No, I should have just emptied. He had the force of will. I got too greedy. Greed is me. How does this read? You may spend mana as though it were mana of any color. Wouldn't it be cool if we had, like, an actual win condition in this deck? They should give us Wheel of Fortune so that we can kill ourselves in style. Yeah, I tapped mana for that. What are you going to do about it? I probably should have just cast the Mystical Tutor just for an extra storm count, but I don't know. We're here. I assume he's going to cast Emrakul or something. Oh, Kiki Jiki. Do you just have it? Oh, that's all the cards in our deck. Yeah, so that was user error. Well, user greed is what that was. Who knew he could redraw his own Force of Will? It's honestly cheating. We should report him for cheating. This is like a 0 out of 0 hand? I don't know. If this Mystic Tutor was just a land, I wouldn't feel terrible. But I hate mulliganing with Storm because, well, typically you just end up losing. This is not really better, but I'm keeping it. Because I can't even, like, trigger Dark Petition. Look at all my not blue mana. Are you going to daze me again? That was super cool last time you did it. And this time I can't even, like, Mystical for Twister, because I don't have islands. Whatever. This works too. Wheel of Fortune. No! We can't draw cards? What is this actual cheating bullshit? I don't know if we can beat this card. Do we have removal? We have Tibalt. We just have to cast Tibalt first. It's fine. Tibbers will protect me. All right, so Time Spiral currently does actually factually nothing. Sorry, less than nothing. Oh, right. Preordain does nothing. I see, because I was thinking about using Impulse. And then I just, tapped my island for no reason. Whatever. I'll just still Impulse. Because Impulse is not actually card draw. You just put it into your hand. That's no good. That's technically fine. He can't have double red, so he can't Splinter Twin us here, which is something. I mean, we're just going to die to our own Dark Confidant, but... No, I assume he's just going to counter this Time Warp. And then, like, play Kiki Jiki next turn. Venser. Yeah, I don't have enough blue mana to try to do it again. Nah, I'll not block. See? I think we can still just recast it. Like, we're going to have to use our Lotus Petal, but... And we lose. Yep, that's this deck. Completely just lost to a 2-1 or a 3-1. I don't know. It's weird to me that some of the hate cards that are like Spirit of the Labyrinth, and it's like, okay, I can't win now. Cool. Admittedly, we should have won game 1. Sure. Raging Ravine, I like that. Because it's not blue. And it doesn't kill me super quickly. Till he plays another forest here and casts Rofellos, and then we just, cry. Renin 6. Interesting. Uh, it's a real shame that Valky is a 2/1. And now there's blue. Oko? Fuck everything about everything. If you don't know, this is probably my least favorite card ever printed. I hate Oko. I guess I should have attacked Oko because next turn he gets to take my Brawl. Yeah. His time in Standard, his time in literally every format ever. He's an absolutely miserable card. Other than power, he is probably the number one card you should take in Vintage Cube. He's that powerful. Ah, Wildfire. With a Renin 6 out. Oh, that sounds like such a fun time. I mean, his first time out, Oko won whatever, a vintage tournament by turning a Black Lotus into a 3/3 creature and beating your opponent to death with it. I think I've just lost. Like, I was thinking if I could maybe draw a land and get Valky out, I would have a minor chance, but honestly, I can't see a way out of this. All right, time to lose to just Oko. Every time. Yep. Sure, I'll keep. Sure. I just expected him to play Strip Mine there. Just be like, A+ fun times. red source, Renin 6, pick back your Prismatic Vista. It's cool because now my like Time Twister to try to set up is useless. Because he's emptied his hand way faster than I ever could. Oh, and my internet's screaming at me again, so that's cool. Whatever. Moving on to round 3. Yeah, everyone loves the goose. I attack. He should have blocked and sacked, but, you know, whatever. I'm not going to tell him how to play his game, because it's just better than mine. Hey, man, please don't draw most of the cards in your deck. Pay another 4. Do it, you coward. Do it! He's no fun. Yeah, Crucible. Saw that coming. Strip mine, strip mine, strip mine. Aww. I wanted him to just blow up all 3 of my lands. He can now, at a price, play every basic out of his deck, though. Now, it cost him 2 life per, so that's something, but... I assume he's going to be doing something absolutely degenerate with it, but... I don't know, maybe he'll just do nothing. That's not Omnath mana. Yeah, Armageddon sucks. I like how he's at 2, but again, we don't actually have like a single burn spell. Also, he's all 5 colors. Oh yeah, you can use his goose to just slowly get back out of this. Hooray! Tybalt, who's like a million mana away, while my opponent gets to play like 7 things a turn. It's not a bad idea. Yeah, the War of the Spark Tibble would be really good because he wouldn't be able to gain life with his goose. I don't think 2-mana Tibble. I don't even know what 2-mana Tibble does, so he's also double red, which I have no way of even pretending to generate. Rude. I assume he's just going to kill my Dark Confidant. Shock yourself. Do it. Oh. Please also just Oko. It'd be funny. It does damage equal to the number of cards in either your hand or their hand. Counterspell? Sure. Whatever, man. I realize this is like only actually turn 6. Legitimately. It is now his turn 6. He did all of this in 5 turns. Okay. Oh, so now when he plays a land, it doesn't actually lose him any life. So if he has a fetch land, he can literally play every basic in his deck. Just cast something that actually wins you the game. I'm tired of sitting here pretending like I have a chance. Yeah, I hated everything about his deck. Yep. Yep. Hey, we won the die roll again. That means we get to lose twice in a row. Look at this perfect hand. 1-2, yeah. 1-2 gets you 50 play points. Not that we're going 1-2. Doesn't matter. Which really makes that 3-0, that not 3-0 really sting. Because, like, you get 150, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to have, like, 70 left after this, which just sucks. Bob in a box. Like, both of these are kind of cool, but I need, something that does something. On a turn where I was trying to storm off, that would have been great. Dak Faden. I don't know. Right now, my hope is that his own Bob kills him. Well, that's not a thing anymore. He's going to go get Batterskull. Oh, Sword of Body and Mind. That's also fun. And he can play it and equip it next turn. So we'll just lose to that. Oko, Thief of Crowns. Everyone's favorite card. Let's see. He hit Wheel, Dark Petition, Faithless, Time Twister. So we still have Spiral in the deck. Not that it matters. We know he has Dak, though, so, like, the fuck does it matter? I assume he'll hit Spiral in the next 10, and then we'll lose. We can just concede. Oh, just pick a card already, my dude. This is one thing I hate. I hate about online, which it applies to Arena as well. Like, why is this taking so long? How does it take less time to fetch in real life? Yeah, Demonic Tutor, whatever, man. I straight up don't care. My deck sucks, is awful, and is going to go 0-3. We just don't have any win conditions. And our opponents always have stuff. I swear it's amazing to me. The amount that I like. I'll have a deck like this, and I will never have a good curve out like they do. And I'll just be sitting there mulliganing to 3 every game. Just being like, well, guess I lose. And there's Spiral. Cool. Like, he's on 5-color pile of cards that do pretty good things. That's it. Like, it's not cohesive at all. He's got definitely 4 colors, right? I mean, he's on white, blue, green. Did we ever see why he was... Oh, and black. Yeah, he's on at least white, blue, green, black. He probably has all 5 colors in there. And his mana is just going to work out every time. And he'll cast all his stuff and win. Like, I was playing... Last time I played Storm, I had an opponent who did not play a single black source. He played blue-green. Just blue-green lands. And he cast Mind Twist on me. Multiple times. Yeah. I just have never seen an opponent get punished for bad mana. These are both +1, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So next turn we're gonna try to Tibalt. But I need a red source. If I'm just trying to turbo Tibalt, then it's best for me to Impulse. But I'm sure he'll cast something here that's just absolutely degenerate. And oh, cool. Bloodbraid into Demonic Tutor. What do we think? He's just going to get Force of Will. It's fun because now even if I play Valky or, if I play Tibalt face up, if I tick up, he dies. If I tick down, he dies. Time to find out what horribly awful thing he went in demonic tutored for. What are we, although he doesn't have the right mana for, I definitely thought he was going to Omnath me, but, you know. Again, this is what I said, is, like, I've never seen someone get punished for their mana base. Ever. I mean, me, yes. Well, and I don't mean ever, but just, like, in this vintage cube round. It's like, yeah, cool, he wants to cast, like, 8 colors, he gets to. I'm trying to cast 3, and my mana base isn't even coming together. Because we just didn't find the lands for it. Again, look, I just, like, this is a pile of cards. Now I take 6. Oh, that's also fine. This won't even get up to be enough. So I have 6, 7, 8. Trinket Mage would take me down to 5, so that's no good. Yeah, cool. Here's Tybalt. Not that he does anything. It's funny, if I had all those rituals now, I would, be able to maybe do something. Man, imagine having a Wrath here. Yeah, we're on the survival empty of the Warrens. Just doing our best to not die. What did you exile? Island, Mystic Tutor. That's fine. Yep. You got stuff, my dude. Amusingly, we're actually not in the worst shape. Cause we gonna do a real interesting, well, this. High Tide. We want one of those. Preordain. Okay, that's whatever. We're looking for, I guess, Dark Petition. I think we're actually going to win. Oh, yeah, they go back to the graveyard. For Time Warp, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm trying to figure out if I can Cabal for more, but I don't think so. So we've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Which means I can Impulse. Oh, I guess I have lands I didn't even look at. There. Time Warp me. What are we on? 15. Let's cast Faithless. Discard these two. Ah. Yeah. So we got there thanks to Tibbers. I mean, I don't think it would have mattered. We were going to, well, the having no one to defend really didn't matter. We were going to storm for like 10 and then get an extra turn, so his defense wouldn't have really mattered. Ugh, this one's awkward. It's true. We won. We should have won the very first game, and we did win this game, and then we're going to mulligan, and now we're just going to keep this and probably lose. We just have to try to ramp to Tibbers. That's clearly the answer. So when he plays Oko next turn, I'm going to have to not rage quit. Oh, Night of Autumn. That's annoying, but kind of whatever. Like, I'm certainly not a huge fan, but let's just snap off this Faithless. What do we got? I'm trying to think if there's something I'm trying to cast right now. It feels like I should be. Probably like a draw 7. Like, because I'm not really doing anything. And him untapping and getting to Mystical Tutor or Demonic Tutor feels very bad for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I will have Threshold. Hopefully I mathed that right. Yeah, that's fine. Mox. Brawl. Impulse. Mid-size empty. I don't know. Maybe he doesn't have a Wrath. He doesn't, because of Oracle. Actually, no, this is his hand, right? Oh, once again, if we want to, we can just Tibalt next turn. Yeah, there's the Cobra. There's the Swamp. Should have played Tireless Tracker first. So he can play... Oh, no. Duress. So we don't have High Tide, so we can't Tibalt next turn. Lame. It's certainly not bad. He got the Demonic Tutor anyway. That's not good. So his hand is Tundra, Tireless Tracker, Ashiok, blank. Here comes Ashiok. Maelstrom Pulse. Perfect. Six. So we cannot cast Tibalt. Now I really don't particularly like our position. Okay, we lose. Well, maybe not. Check that. Assuming we get to Tibalt next turn, we get... Oh, no, we don't get the casualties. He gets the casualties, so we lose. Yeah, GG. I forgot about his Tireless Tracker. 5-color good stuff. Like, this is just going to destroy Baral, Mox Sapphire, Blood Crypt, and Tibalt if we play him. It's, like, actually just legitimately unbeatable. Real quick, 4 for 1. I mean, we already can't, like, cast Tibalt next turn, so... we have to draw a land. Chalice, Time Warp, and Dark Petition. Those would have been good at some point, but not now. All right, untapped land, and we're not completely out of it. Certainly not in a good position. I'm surprised he let me take this casualties. Woof. Yeah, you get to generate a bunch of mana. You can draw cards, do whatever you want. Draw the Lightning Strike. Play another land off the top. Generate more mana, draw more cards. Cool. Imagine if we had like 12 1/1s. That'd be nice. I miss that. He can, in fact, play the Bloodbraid Elf, hit the sword, and have enough mana to hit land, ritual land. Equip it. Oh, now he doesn't get the Oko. See, it's I don't know. Like, legitimately, he's just like, he effectively drew, I think, 6 cards that turn. In like one turn. So he gets to kill Tibalt. We get to cast this absolutely sad casualties. Look at that. A 4 for 1. That's good, right? Right? how lucky we would need to get next turn is insane. Well, we would need Spiral. But we get to wheel. Honestly, one of our win conditions might be getting him to deck himself if he somehow isn't paying attention. If only we had, like, Damnation in our deck. Or Turnabout. Turnabout would be cool. But we're tapped out now, so that's basically the game. I can play Mox. I can play this Signet. Ritual. Wheel. Lotus Petal. Amusingly, we are the if we had 1 mana left, we could have emptied here. Because I can make 5 black, or 3 black, but we're a mana short. Yeah, we got a lot closer than I thought we would. But, all right. That was a miserable failure. What are we on? Yeah, we're out of play points. We've just burned through all of them. I still have some event tickets if I wanted, but yeah, that's how not to win. And I think I'm just gonna call it there for the night. 3 drafts is a pretty good amount of drafts, and it's just they went quickly because 2 of them were bad, very bad. Vintage Cube is still around next week, but we're probably gonna be switching back to Arena. I don't know what I'm gonna play, but Arena doesn't actually cost money. I love Vintage Cube, but the fact that it costs money to play is not great. It's not great. Like, you don't get any cards. Like, oh boy, if there was as I've said this, if there was a Vintage Cube that had no prize support but cost $1 instead of $10, I would play that all the time. You could draft 10 times for one bad storm draft. But, that'll never happen. So, hooray. Yeah, so that's going to be it for Magic tonight. Jake is actually back to being a human person, kind of, maybe, sort of. So, he'll be streaming something tomorrow. I don't know what. I'm sure he doesn't know what. That's the way life goes. New episode next Sunday. Yeah, you've graduated from Monkey College. Other announcements? Nothing really. I have no idea what I'm doing on Wednesday. If you've got any roguelikes you want to see me play, let me know. Otherwise, I might be doing something else, which, who knows. In the meantime, I hope everyone had fun tonight. I had as much fun as reasonably expected when you lose a bunch, but it's still Magic, so it's all right, I guess. And I'll see you next time.